Hello, it is a pleasure to be able to present our final project on the tools of an industrial engineer. Depending on the type of work performed by the engineer, the instruments used vary. What all these measure systems have in common is that they must be efficient, precise, and real-life in order to make decisions based on their readings. There are three types of fundamental measurements systems, being the slange, mass, and sign. But engineers do not only use this. On the contrary, they use several more such as temperature, mechanical stress, pressure, and of course electrical measurements.
Measurement tools. To understand the concept of a measurement instrument, one must first understand what it means to mediate. Measurement refers to comparing a pattern or a standardized element with an object or phenomenon in order to give a numerical value. They are tools used to know physical magnitudes and thus assign numerical values. Characteristics: accuracy and precision. Accuracy, that is the ability to give small error values. The precision with characteristic. Accuracy and precision. Accuracy, that is the ability to give small error values. The precision, which is the less dispersion of the measurement values around the measured value. Error, it's the difference between the measured value and the true value. Range, defined as the difference between the highest and lowest measurement value that the instrument can deliver. The range can be divided into several scales or consist of only one. Direct and indirect measures. There are two methods for making dimensional measurements: direct measurement or absolute measurement. Physical dimension of an object determined directly. Measurements can be made over a wide range specified by the scale of the measurement instrument, with the possibility of incorrect measurement due to erroneous readings. Indirect measurement, measured using measuring instruments such as a dial gauge, which look at the difference between reference objects and devices such as gauge blocks and gauge rings. These are also known as comparative measurement due to the fact that a comparison is made using an object with standard dimensions. Classification of measurement instruments. There are many types of measurement instruments. They can be classified either by the field of study where they are used, direct or indirect meters, or, as in this case, by the physical magnitude they measure. Lanes. We can mention flexometer, vernier, micrometer. Maze. Made up of instruments such as balance, weighing machine, fathometer, angles, goniometer, sextant, conveyor. Temperature, thermometer, pyrometer, pressure, electrical properties, electrometer, ammeter, voltmeter.
Measurement systems. There are several types of measurement systems. Among them are: what is pressure? To manifest a proportion of pressure at a defined point, primary dimensions must be taken into consideration, such as force and area, which is why pressure is a derived intensity. The denominations of the pressure will depend on the system of measure in which it is expressed. Do you know the types of pressure? So far we have studied the tools to measure atmospheric pressure and gauge pressure. However, absolute pressure can also be measured. This is the pressure that a fluid holds and is measured in reference to absolute zero vacuum. What are pressure measurement tools? Pressure measurement tools are sets that are applied to measure the force that a fluid is capable of exerting on an area. Taking atmospheric pressure as an illusion, we have the possibility to talk about a positive pressure or a negative pressure. How they measure the pressure? To measure the pressure, it is necessary to know the force exerted by a human body or atmospheric variable on a certain area. For this, several pressure measurement artifacts are used. Temperature. What is temperature? Temperature is a physical proportion that expresses hot and cold. Temperature is fundamental in all fields of the natural science, including physics, chemistry, earth science, medicine, and biology, as well as at most points in everyday life. What is ambient temperature? It does not have a specific scientific term, however, we have the possibility of mention that it is the state of the environment that varies in a human body, manifesting itself in the one between hot and cold. How is temperature measured? The most commonly applied scales are the Celsius scale, the Fahrenheit scale, and the Kelvin scale. The Kelvin is the unit of temperature in the universal system of units, in which temperature is one of the 7 primary base proportions. What values can we measure with electrical measure groups? In electrical, we have the possibility of measuring different borders according to what we want to detect in the electrical circuit. With electrical measurement groups, we have the possibility of offering a measurement cost 2: voltage, intensity, resistance, and capacitance. Is it essential to have electrical energy measuring equipment? An electrical energy measurement equipment allows us to obtain specific and significant data on the various resources. Characteristics of measurement systems. Interaction between input and output after accessing constant or for a sufficient period has elapsed for output to reach final cost. A good measurement system should be effective, cash efficient, exact, accurate, and linear. There are different types of linearity. Linearity without dependency, linearity adjust to zero, terminal linearity, linearity through the extremes, and theoretical linearity. Dynamic characteristics. The dynamic properties of a measurement system describe its behavior in the face of variable income. The type of access could be transient, periodic, or random. Transfer functionality, mathematical model that, through a quotient, relates the response of a system to an input or excitation signal. Any physical system can be represented as a group of inputs and outputs. Faced with an experiment at the entrance, there will be an exit attitude. So, characterization of the transfer capacity. There are a few ways to find the transfer functionality of a system, although no one of them is easy in most cases.
As mass, we designate the physical magnitude with which we measure the amount of matter that body contains. We can use the balance, the scale, and the dynamometer to measure it. Length. Physical magnitude that expresses the distance between 2 points, and whose unit the international system is the meter. We can use meter, ruler, and vernier. Pressure. In a process, there is the pressure variable, which is quite essential to measure and control. For this, the definition of these dimensions must be considered because it can cause damage or some catastrophe in the industry. We can use the barometer and manometer. Volume is the size of the proportion of space that a liquid, solid, or gas occupies in a container. We can use the burette and the pipette. Thank you for your attention.